What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Last episode, we went out and did a little bit of mining. This episode, we need to go ahead and start building. But we need to start with a base. There's a few things that we need to go over. Let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so in the tutorials, I just had a tutorial not too long ago, two different ones, which showed a starter base and a starter ship. But the thing is, since we have asteroids and drones in this world, probably the best thing to do would be to build a stationary base inside of an asteroid. The asteroid will give us a little bit more protection. But actually digging the hole to get inside of the asteroid is probably something I'll take care of probably next episode, because I still have to figure out exactly how I want to build it. This episode, we need to go ahead and build ourselves a starter base. Go ahead and get some of the resources we're going to need in order to build. So I did start producing some stuff. Let's see if we have anything produced so far. I let everything run just to try to get all the resources that I needed to get started. And it looks like we do have a few. So every time you start out, you start building. Before you weld it up, just go ahead and grab yourself some steel plates and interior plates. That will pretty much get everything started that you need in order to build. So what I'm about to build is the same thing I've built a million times. It's just a simple little starter base with a sorting system. But this time I'm thinking about going ahead and using the mods. What are they called? Upgrade modules. Now, I did a video on these as well. Yield modules, power efficiency modules, and speed modules. Now, I do have a ton of resources, so the yield module I'm not going to worry about too much. Power, might be a good one to use, but we were able to find some uranium, so I don't have to worry about power too much. Speed modules, though, it would be nice to go ahead and get stuff cooking a little bit faster. Now, one thing, I don't know if I went over this or not, but all we have for producing resources is the survival kit, which only, oh shit, a little shaky, which only processes stone. Then we have the basic refinery down at the bottom, which does everything except for gold, silver, uranium, and platinum. Platinum we haven't found yet, but I'm going to keep looking. Eventually I'll find some. So in order to process the gold, the silver, the platinum, and the uranium, we need to go ahead and get ourselves a regular refinery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put speed modules down right here. And then I have to get that all welded up. Alright, so I went ahead and weld those up real quick just so that way we don't have a hard time getting access to them to weld them up later. So the next thing I want to do is go ahead and place a refinery. So let's go ahead and find the double tap D. Find the refinery real quick. We'll go ahead and get it placed. I just need to make sure I rotated the correct way. Which I believe, am I out of steel plate already? Jesus, that was quick. Thing is, I don't think I have any. No, I do. I still have some. I'm going to need a lot more steel plates because refinery by itself takes 1,200. But, I'll wait for all that. Alright, so now that we have our refinery, the next thing we need to go ahead and lay down is some cargo containers. Now, usually what I would do is I'd put a conveyor junction right here, but kind of gets in the way when I have a ship docked up and I can't get to the connector, so I'm going to go ahead and put a cargo container right here for right now. Then I need one to that access point on the side of the refinery. This will be for ores. Then when the refinery processes the ore into ingots, I need the cargo container for the ingots. And then the assembler is going to process the ingots into components, so I need one right here. Alright, now I need to get all the sorters and everything set up. So let's do 6. So this one is gonna bring components from the connector or whatever ship is connected to the connector that's going to be on the top of this cargo container. Then we need another one here for ore and ingots. Then we need another one over here to pull ingots out of the refinery. And then another one over here for components out of the assembler. All right, next thing we're going to need is the assembler itself. So let's go ahead and put that down. Make sure the access point is pointed the right way. There we go. And that's almost it. Now we need connector. And then until we actually get some of that uranium processed, I'm going to have to use the power that's on the ship. So let me go ahead and put a connector here. This is so we can load up like a construction ship components into a ship to use it to build. And this will unload a ship so that way we can get the resources through the sorting system. Now if we just take a conveyor and bring it all the way over to here, and then conveyors over here from the access point in the refinery, so that way the sorter can pull the ingots into that cargo container. And now my favorite part, get everything welded up. And there we go. All right, so the next thing I need to get set up is an O2 generator, a medical room, and there was something else. Battery. The thing is, right now we don't have a whole lot of power. If I put a battery down, it will last a little while, but not all that long. Also, without power to the refinery, I cannot process the silver to make the medical components for the medical room. So I need to get this up and running as soon as possible. So I need to dock the ship so I can get power to it. But in order to do that, I need to power up the station to get the connectors to work. So I'm just going to go ahead and put... I should have all the resources processing for the battery. So battery, come on, drag down. There it is. Alright, so battery, and then also what I'll need after that is an O2 generator. Now, all I got to do is I got to make sure that the O2 generator is connected to the medical room and this area where the ice is going to, which is that cargo container right there. So what I need to do is I need to put a conveyor junction here, and then the O2 generator is going to go right there. I also need to make sure that I have quick access to the O2 generator. So I'm going to put that access point right there on the top. Just for emergency purposes, just to make it quicker. For reasons like this. Oh, power just goes so quick in the game nowadays. Alright, then I just need to put down one more conveyor junction so that way we can connect the O2, or not the O2, the medical room once we have all the resources for it. But for right now, I could go ahead and get it started. So right here, we're going to put that conveyor junction. And the access point for the medical room is, let me go ahead and show you. If we go medical, this one right here. The access points are on the bottom and the top. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and put a conveyor junction down here at the bottom to connect that to the O2 generator and the component cargo container. That way, when we go to the medical room, not only can we get power and health, we could also get O2 and H2. So let's go ahead and place that down real quick. Should have enough room for it. You turn the correct way? Yes, you are. Alright, now I just need... I think the power cells are still processed. Oh, I need more computers too. Yep, power cells are done. I think it's going to take 80, so it's going to take me a couple trips. Yep, one more trip. Alright, so once this battery is built, it will give me a small little bit of power. That will last a little while, but not all that long. But what I need to do is I need to go ahead and fill up that refinery with the resources that I need to process, like uranium, silver, and gold. That way I could go ahead and try to finish the medical room and also other stuff that I need to build later on. But yeah, let me go ahead and try to See if I got all the resources to weld all this up. I should. Hopefully. Nope, construction and interior. And then what we need to do is we need to go ahead and get that refinery running. So I need to dock up the ship to that connector right there. But first I need to get all the sorters set up. And the only thing left is, yeah, the medical room, which is going to take a little bit. So let's see. I don't think I have a connector on this thing. No, I do not. I'm going to put one right here. Oh, small motor. Alright, let's see if we can get it docked up real quick. And everything, not everything is going to pull from the ship. The stuff that is in the assembler, the stuff that's in the O2 generator, like the ice, and the stuff that's in the basic refinery are not going to automatically pull. So that I will have to do by hand. But actually, before we get this docked up, I still need to set up those sorters. Alright, so this right here is the hub. Whenever I dock a ship up to this connector, this is everything that's in that ship is going to be pulled out and go through a sorting system. So going this way, what I need is whitelist, ingots, and ore. Going that way, and then make sure drain all is on. So that's going to feed ingots and ore into that refinery. The ingots will go through the refinery and get sucked through this sorter to the other cargo container. So whitelist and ingots, and make sure drain all is on. There we go. So yeah, the ingot's going to be pulled by that sorter into that cargo container. And then the next thing are components. Anything that's pulled or built in the assembler, I need to make sure goes into the cargo container on the left. So we're going to go whitelist, and that is ammo, components, hand tools, plus all the bottles as well. Also ice. We'll have, no, not interior plate, not hand drill. Hydrogen bottle and ice, and also the oxygen bottle. Too high. Too low. There it is. Alright, so at some point, like I said, any ship that docks up to this connector is going to be emptied out. But the thing is, we have nowhere for components to go to. So that's why we have this sorter set up. So this is going to be the same as the other one. So whitelist. Oxygen bottle, hydrogen bottle, and ice. And then up the top, ammo, components, and hand tools. Alright, so the thing is, the ice is considered an ore. So the ice is going to be pulled by that sorter right there, even though I have that sorter saying to pull that. Did I put this on drain all? No, I did not. Let me check the other one just to make sure I did. No, I did not. There we go. Alright, so like I said, the ice may be pulled into that cargo container. So we need to go ahead and turn on ice draw on this sorter. So that way it can go through to the cargo container where the O2 generator and the medical room are connected. So we're just going to go to this one, and instead of just ingots, we're also going to have ice. Sorry, I'll find it. There it is. Alright, now that all the sorters are set up, we can go ahead and dock up the ship and get it emptied out. Alright, let's see if I can do this without cameras, without destroying anything. So, tilt forward. Forward. I need to go to the left a little bit. And D. Alright, let's try to... Oh, I'm way off. Ooh, up a little bit. And now we could go down, I think. Maybe a little bit forward. There it is. And P. Now, as I said, stuff is not going to flow out of the basic refinery, basic assembler. So let's find those real quick. So as you can see, the stuff is still stuck in there. So what I need to do is I need to find the regular refinery, which is called refinery 2. And we're just going to go ahead and pass stuff into there. And basic assembler, we need to go ahead and find the actual assembler, which is here. And just go ahead and pass the stuff in. Will you let me at all? Is it the top one? There it is. And I think that's it. Oh, out. So let's go ahead and double check real quick. So all the ores and the ingots would have been into this cargo container, which is full. But what we need to do is I need to go ahead and get that refinery set up to process that uranium so we can get a little bit more power. So there we go. Now we got the uranium into that refinery. We can process that. And we're going to start getting ingots. So I could go ahead and put a reactor on this ship or on the station. Trying to think of what else I need. Oh yeah, the silver. So AG. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the silver done first. Let's go ahead, grab the silicon, try to bring it out. And get more silver in there. There we go. Get that process first so we can get that medical room done. Alright, now that we have that, I need to go to production, go to assembler 2, and I can't remember exactly how many, I'm gonna have to figure this out. How many did I actually need? Medical components. I need 15. Alright, so production, assembler 2. Let's go ahead and do 20 because I will need some at some point. So the silver, yep, there it goes. So now that we got that processing, I'm going to go ahead and go into the inventory of the refinery and switch those out with the uranium. So now the uranium ingots are going to go into this cargo container. So what I need to do is I need to go ahead and build myself a small reactor, which should be enough power to power this entire station, even with the upgrade modules. Because we got what? I think it was like 15 megawatts with the reactor. That should be enough, or at least I'm hoping it is. The only problem that I have is I have yet to build the reactor components, so I need 100 of those. So let's go into production and set it to make 100. Make sure I'm at assembler 2. And there it goes. Reactor will be done here in a second. So we need to double check, make sure the sorters were set up correctly. So this one, this cargo container should only be ingots, which it is. This one should only be components. Components, hand tools, weapons, ammo, stuff like that. And it is. We're good. And this one should only be ore. So yeah, that's the extra ore that we got from mining last episode. So this is probably going to take a little bit. What do I need? Steel grid large. Oh no, I think we got enough. So let me get rid of you. So steel. Oh, not what I meant to do. Steel, large, grid. Didn't need that many large, but that's okay. I'll just grab some here in a sec. Just needed 4 anyways. And now all we're waiting on is the reactor components. But we should have most of the medical components. So I need interior plate. Alright, medical components are done. I needed interior plate. Looks like I'm going to have to make some more of that. I don't have enough. Yep, I have to make some more interior plate. Production, interior. Let's go ahead and set it up for 500. Actually, that's 400, so 500. Looks like we ran out of... Oh, we're out of gravel. I need to go ahead and process more stone here pretty soon. Alright, let's go ahead and grab what reactor components we have. Yep, I need 5 more. I should still have... Let's see. We'll go into the refinery. I should still have some stone somewhere. I think I grabbed a little bit. Yep, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the refinery. Damn, that was quick. Is it already done? I think it already finished. Yep, we're good. Alright, no, I need my personal inventory. There we go. And there's our reactor, and the uranium will automatically fill that reactor from that cargo container right below it. Alright, now that's taken care of. All we need to do is the... Did I set this up? Oh yeah, I did. I got it. So, interior plate. I didn't check what else I needed. Grid and display. So, where's my displays? There we go. And... Nope, more grids. How many? 60. Looks like I'm gonna have to make some more of those. So, production. Let's go ahead and do 100. Nah, let's do 200 for right now. Might need them later on. And there's our medical room. So right now we have ourselves a working base. The other thing I need to check real quick is to see and double check and make sure that the ice did actually come into... No, it didn't. Do I not have any ice? It is in the O2 generator, but the wrong one. Alright, I need you in that one. I forgot to take it out of the ship. It was stuck in the ship. So now we have an O2 generator with ice in it, so we can go ahead and fill up. Go. So, yeah, there's our little starter base. That will get us all the resources that we're going to need to process everything. At this point, I have everything that I need to survive. So I could go ahead and grind down this ship for components. And next episode, we need to go ahead and start... I think I left a block right there. Yeah, I did. So yeah, in next episode, we'll go ahead and build ourselves a tunnel boring machine. But it's going to be a very simple one. Because the tunnel boring machine I've built in the past is way too big for the hole that I'm going to need. This hole is just going to be big enough for mining carriage to fit into, which is... The mining carriage is like 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think the mining carriage is 7 blocks wide. So this hole right here is going to be 9 blocks wide, giving me 2 blocks of clearance. Because that's really the only thing I need. And it is going to be a tunnel, which means we need to dig through the entire asteroid from one end to the other, which will be about over here somewhere. Now, the reason you want to do this with a tunnel boring machine is you could do it with a ship. But the problem is trying to get a straight line with the ship can be very, very difficult. I don't recommend doing it by hand because it would take forever. So yeah, tunnel boring machine, it will get it done quicker, and it will also make sure that we have ourselves a straight line for a straight tunnel from one end to the other. Probably the best way I've seen to do it, but like I said, I need to figure out how to make my tunnel boring machine a little bit smaller, which we'll go ahead and check out next episode. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.